Hi all, welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. We now have the next stages of the Nissan Skyline GTR from the Fast and Furious franchise. So let's get into it, let's get building. Right, so here we are, got the next stages. Now I will start off with the free gifts that we get this time around. And we have these absolutely fantastic posters. Looking just like that. And like that. They look absolutely brilliant. They're nicely printed. It is a little bit pity that they do come a little bit folded, but they are not creased. So that's always a bonus. So they should flatten out nicely. We're going to start off with issue 3. And again, I'll just give you a quick flick through the magazine. And as you can see, this time around, we've got the bonnet or hood. And we're not doing a lot with this one. We've just got a couple of washer jets that we're going to be placing into the hood. And that's it. And we've got the hood looking just like so. Looks absolutely brilliant. And then we also have the 2 washer jets on this little sprue. And we also have this lock mechanism catch. So just going to cut these off this sprue. And then we're just going to place them in the holes on the hood. And that is all there is to do in that stage. I'm going to move on to issue 4. And I'm keeping the hood up here because we are going to be doing a little bit more work to that. As you can see, we've got a few bits here. And we're actually going to be needing our front bumper again. Right, so here are the parts for this stage. I have grabbed our front bumper, as I said. We do need that one this time. And the first thing we're going to be doing is building up this little frame. So we've got this piece, and we've got this piece just in here. And we've got this bracket just here. So with the bracket this way around, this little black section is going to go onto there. And that is just going to be pushed in like so. And then into the back of this, we have this frame. Again, that's just going to push into the back like so. We'll place that to one side for a moment. Bring over our bumper, looking just like that. And we've got these extra grills to go in place. Now we do have 4 sets of grills on this. Now we've got 2 of the smaller ones, looking just like that. And then we've got these 2 larger ones. Now we've got these ones here. Now they just fit on like this. Oops. Must be for this side. And they just click over these little pegs. We don't seem to be screwing them in. That's looking just like that. And as you can see, they don't fall out. They are a good fit on there. Next up, we're getting the other grill pieces. And these ones will be secured in place. And they're going to be screwed in place using the SM screws. And we are going into metal, so I have just dipped the screw into a little bit of oil. And we're going to start with this one here. Going to get all these screws partly in first, and then we'll tighten them up in a moment, just to make sure they all line up correctly. Right, so we've now got all those grills in like that. Right, now we're just going to finish off this with this piece we've made a moment ago, and we've got a hole just in the front bumper there, and that's just going to slot in like so. So we've got the front bumper looking just like that. I'm going to place that to one side because we're going to move back onto the hood. We have this piece here. Now this is plastic. And we have this catch, which we had from the previous issue. And that is just going to go just in here over those two lugs. And it's going to go that way around. And that's, again, just a push on that one. So it's just pushed over, and we can see the catch comes through like that. We're then going to take our bonnet, and we're going to place that just like that. We've got AM screws to secure that in place. And the last one is going in just there. And that is what that is looking like. Now, that is everything we need to do in this stage, but we have got an extra part that we're not doing anything with this time around, and I will just pull those out so you can have a look at them. And we have the steering wheel. Now, the steering wheel is actually metal. Hear that? And then we've got this little plastic cover that will obviously go over there eventually, and that will look just like that. But that is all there is to do in this stage. So we're going to move on to the next one. Right, so this is the last stage in this build pack, issue 5. I'm concentrating on the engine, on the details there. And you can probably guess what we're going to be building. So then we've got the, as you see, start of the engine block. So we're going to be building that up, and we have something that looks like that at the end of it. I can guarantee that almost all of this is metal. The weight of this packaging, this package, is immense. Now, if this is anything to go by, this is going to be one heavy car when it is built. So what we have the left and right parts of the engine block, metal. Also metal. We have this cover that actually is plastic. We have that, which is metal. And we also have this, which is also metal. We have a couple of arms, again, metal. That's plastic, as is that one. And then we've got the GTR emblem, which again is also plastic. Right, so the first thing we're going to be doing is getting the right side of the engine block and the right side engine mount, and we're going to place that just like so. And we're going to secure that with the AM screws. One in there. Again, just going to do these loose while we get them all lined up. That's the right side done. We're going to do the exact same thing for the left side. So again, that's just going to go on there. And for the AM screws again, we'll put that in place. And the last one just going in there. So we've got that looking just like that. And put those to one side for the minute, because we're now going to take this section and the top cover, going to flip it up that way, and that's going to be placing that just on there like so. And then we've got a couple of screws to go in there, and these are the AP screws. Okay. So I've just got one small problem, that this hole isn't deep enough to take my screw. So I'm just going to drill this out a little bit. So that's in there just like so. We then need to get these two parts, and they are going in just there, on those two lugs there and those two lugs there, and they're going to be secured with the AM screws. Now they are both facing this way, so we've got those in just like that. We're then going to take this part of the engine, and that is going to sit just like that. So those two lugs will sit over like so. I'm going to use 2 more AM screws for that. Make sure they're tight. We're then going to close up that engine with this side, like so. And then we've got a couple of the EM screws that will go in here and here. There's actually 3 of these in total. Third one just going in there. We need to get this flipped over, and we have our oil pan, and we've got a single screw that's going to hold that in place, and that's the EM screw. Just to get that lined up. And just going to put that screw in just like so. And then we have one final thing we need to do, and that is get the GTR emblem and just push it into the top here, like so. And that is all there is to do in that stage. That is all there is to do in that build pack. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please remember to give me a big thumbs up. So that's the Skyline moved on for another set of issues. Front's looking absolutely brilliant. This engine block is absolutely fantastic. It weighs a ton. So the car itself is going to be a weighty beast. If you want to see more of how it progresses or anything else that goes on in the workshop, please do remember to hit the subscribe button and ding that bell, and then you'll be notified when I release new videos. Until the next time, I'll see you around. Cheers!